Now this is going to be the first look of low tide after the storm. And now the wind is blowing out, so the water's going to get blown out a little bit. I'm curious to see what kind of erosion we have, because I know the tide had to have come up pretty high. And hopefully pull out quite a bit. Yeah, there's some action down there I'm going to check out. You can see some of the cut into our wall here. I'm going to get around that corner to the other end. We had a good amount of ice built up on all the stones I usually travel across to get to the beach, so it was kind of hairy. The beach also had a lot of ice on it. What I'm looking for if there's any strong erosion in this area, or anything that got washed up on top of the rocks or in between the rocks. Look at this bad boy. Eek. There's that battery core. Always a good sign. Not sure what this is, some kind of club. We had just enough beach erosion in this area to show my favorite shipwreck again. There's a great piece here that's really, really long, and eventually the erosion will actually show more and more of it.
Is that snow or sand?
Snow. What in the heck?
It's
Oh
big.
my goodness, that's a big shoe.
Bigger than yours.
I wonder where the rest of them is. Look at that. That's a boot and a half. Should we go find them?
Yeah.
It never fails when I'm cleaning up some of my old shadow boxes and reorganizing, replacing some of the junk buckles with some of the newer ones that I found, or the ones that are in good shape. I come across, now this particular one really is a beat up buckle that I had here, but my eye just caught some script on it. And I've never seen that before. I've had this buckle for probably 3 years now. I'm gonna try and clean that up and see what that actual script says. And when I do this, I have to kind of pull out one letter at a time and write it down, because then sometimes seeing it on paper, I'll actually be able to finish off the letters that I can't see here. Finally hitting my spot after the big storm. And although there's a lot of ice in the water, the sides have gotten loosened up a bit. I'm finding stuff sticking out just by scanning the sides, and it's a lot looser than it normally is, so I'm going to do some scraping. Not really sure what this is. It's got a hinge there. Thought it was cool enough to bring home and clean up. And I pull out a little bit of a suspender clip, possibly. Just sticking against the walls. Well, you can see where I'm larking through. I got ice everywhere, and I found a nice open spot and hidden behind two really cool pieces of glass popped out an inkwell. Might be a Waterman's. The cork is still in it. Look at that. Great little piece. Some embossing in the bottom. this something. This contains, what does it contain? Looks like just number 8. This contains this container. So once I cleaned the cork out of this thing and the little bit of contents that were inside, strangely, and I've seen these before because I used to collect them, there was a tiny little shark tooth inside. How did that get there? The cork was on top and it was inside. Can't say I wasn't meant to find this one. That literally came up in a scrape, stuck in, oh, see what I mean? Stuck in my 3-prong scraper. And that is a pipe bowl. Well, it's old enough. It's not quite what they find in the Thames. And I believe I pronounced that correctly this time, but that is a pipe bowl. Couple more pieces out of the hole. This is probably a really cool plate at one time. There's some awesome design in there that you might not be able to make out yet. So I grabbed 2 pieces of that and another cork bottle, but it's machine made. A cool little color in it. It's probably whatever the liquid is in there. Oh, there might be some bubbles in there too. It might be a little older than I thought. It'd be a nice little surprise. Yeah, it's got a little more of the rounded top. It's been so long, I'm gonna have to accept a half marble. Not a full one yet. I suspect maybe this is a good sign, but there's my half marble. Interesting little piece. Might be a drawer pull. I don't get a lot of these out of here, so I figured I'd take a quick clip of it. There's some wood showing through. I do see that already. Well, the tide is out already, which is good. This is 2 hours before. This is sand filled. This should all be mud already. So this got hit with some sand. But I like the slope of the beach. Looks a little better. That's already showing through, which is a good sign. But that's all sand. That should be mud already. That'll be interesting. How much more stuff can you attach to you? Wow. I like the yellow, whatever cordage that is. And the magnet?
I got my pinpointer today.
You're like a metal detecting superhero. This is just an awesome area to scan. Look at the history of this area and the wash. This is usually about 8 inches deeper of sand. I never see any of this stuff really showing through. And a lot of it is just junk, but there is some history here. I'll scan it with my detector, but I just wanted to give a quick look at what all this wash looks like. That's something there. Stones, barriers. All those sticks coming out now. At least glance and maybe hopefully see a bottleneck sticking out or something. Very, very cool area. And he just can't wait up for me. Good. because something stole it. Great color on this bottleneck with an applied lip. Not much sun to show you, but I'm gonna have to take that one home. Well, we got him out in the water. I gotta tell you, it's absolutely gorgeous out, but we're not having a great detecting day because the sand from the storm all got washed in. But we did manage to find a washed area, so we're spending some time here. It's a really cool brass piece right there that I'm gonna look at, but this might be the first actual bottle I pull out of here. And it's a Pope Pock. It's got some age to it. It's not super old, probably 30s or 40s. Yeah, that's my wife sending me a picture of something. And beverages. It's an awesome little bottle, intact. And the only reason a bottle like this makes it through these stones is because you should feel the weight of this thing. The glass is super thick, so it doesn't break so easily. So easy. Well, sometimes it does help to stay in one place at one time. He's squawking about a buffalo, nickel, and a ring. Now, I just picked up a second bottle over there, which was really cool. It was a grape bottle, like a grape knee-high almost, but it was broken up top. But then, I'm not sure, this is kind of the same era. They're all looking the same, these soda bottles. Oh, there's one over there too, a little bottle. But this is another one. I think this is the one that Paul found last week too. So this might be our third Pop-Ock beverage, which it's old enough to take. I just wish there was some variety. Well, I have a barber dime I can put up against this buffalo nickel. And this thing looks in great shape. You can see the 1910, I believe, on it. And the one dime. Great little coin. But now I gotta find a ring. Well, there was also another silver dime in that little haul. A Rosie with the barber. And a whole bunch of other little targets. Just look at how cool this one would have been. I'm taking it home. It says Liverpool, Waterloo. That just would have been incredible, incredible bottle. And old. We call these bad boys the heart attack token because when it's flashing there in the mud, it does have a really, really nice gold look to them. But it's an old token, and I like those. It is Friday, just at about low tide. It's raining out. The temperature is dropping super fast. It was 57 this morning when I left. It is now at 31, 32. That would have been nice. So this rain is going to turn into snow very quickly because it's getting colder and colder. It's supposed to be down to 9 tonight. So this is my last chance before my video goes out tomorrow to find something cool. I might have a nice whiskey here buried if I can get it out because it's stuck behind something. Ooh, that might not be a whiskey. Oh, look at that. No Joel. I'm liking that even better. Great shape to this bottle. Look at that pretty thing. Ugh, but it does smell whatever's inside of there. A great, great bottle. That's coming home. Ooh, that smell. Time to go towards the clear water. get some in there. Really has most of these bottles have a bad sulfur smell. That is an awesome bottle. Cool. All right. This new Joel bottle, which actually means new oil, was a quack medicine to cure cancer from one of the original Rockefellers way back in the early 1900s. And it was just basically pure petroleum. Got a couple more cool pieces to throw in the bag. That's the end of a big paintbrush. I'm not sure why I'm taking it home, but I'm pretty sure it's old. Another 3III bottle, but this one's on the older side. And a cool glass piece that looks like it probably would have had something thread through it. But I like it. And the rain is starting to make me cold. No sun today, but that might be a really nice uranium glass piece. I hope it glows in the dark. Just sitting by all its lonesome. Sometimes I have to get down to my hands and knees to search some of the finer parts of this. Look at that cute piece. And then I gotta get up, move a little bit over to the left, and get low again. I know there's a lot here. You can always appreciate when nature helps me out a little bit. Dropping some pieces and letting me get behind something as big as this. And I already see over here what appears to be a pair of legs. What's this right here? What did you? Looking in here tight, but in closer, yep, look at this. And I'm gonna say it might be a doggy set. Where's the rest of you, bub?